I didn't know I was being avoided until I stopped being asked. That's how it started. I am 74. I still wake up before 6. My body does it on its own. No alarm. I sit up slowly and wait for the stiffness to pass. Then I make coffee the same way every morning. 2 scoops. No sugar. The kettle whistles louder than it used to. Or maybe the apartment just feels quieter now. I drink my coffee at the small table by the window. 1 chair. The other one stays pushed in. I keep it there like that. If I pull it out, it feels like I'm expecting someone who isn't coming. My son and his wife live 15 minutes away. Not far. Same city. Same grocery stores. Same roads I used to drive him on when he was little, when he'd fall asleep in the back seat, with his mouth open and his shoes kicked off. At first, I was part of things. I watched their dog when they traveled. I folded baby clothes when their first child was born. Tiny socks. I remember thinking how light everything felt. I brought food over without being asked. I never stayed too long. I always checked the time before I spoke. I always stayed quiet. Then little things shifted. Nothing big. Nothing you could point at. Text messages stopped coming directly from my son. They came from her phone instead. Short ones. Polite. Always signed with both their names, like a card you send to someone you don't really know. I'd offer to help. She'd say, "We've got it." I'd ask when I could visit. She'd say, "This week's kind of crazy." Crazy became every week. When the baby got sick, I found out days later. When they took a short trip, I saw pictures online. I started learning about their life the same way strangers do. One afternoon, I showed up anyway. I hadn't done that in years. I stood in my kitchen for a long time before leaving, telling myself not to go, then changing my mind, then changing it back again. I made soup. Nothing fancy. Chicken, carrots, noodles. The kind my son used to eat when he was sick, the kind he used to ask for without even saying please. She opened the door halfway. "Oh," she said. Not mean. Just surprised. "You didn't text." "I was nearby," I said. That wasn't true. I'd taken the bus. I looked past her. My son was sitting on the couch. Shoes off. Phone in his hand. He looked up, then back down like he hadn't seen me yet. "I thought I'd drop this off," I said, holding the container out like proof that I still knew what I was doing. She took it. Didn't invite me in. "Thanks," she said. "We're about to head out." They weren't. I could tell. No coats. No keys. The TV was still on. I nodded anyway. I always nod. After that, visits became rare. Holidays got complicated. Schedules filled up fast when I was involved. Christmas was busy. Easter was short. Birthdays were low-key. I started noticing how she talked about me. Not to me. Around me. She worries too much. She means well. She's set in her ways. I was sitting right there when she said those things. I smiled. I stared at my hands. I pretended I didn't hear. Once, I corrected her about my grandson's allergy. Just quietly. Just one sentence. I'd packed his snacks wrong once before and I remembered how scared I'd felt. She went still. Then she smiled that tight smile people use when they feel challenged. I've got it handled, she said. My son didn't look at me. He reached for his glass instead. I stopped correcting anything after that. If something worried me, I swallowed it. If I had a thought, I kept it to myself. I practiced being easy. Last Thanksgiving, they came late. Left early. She packed up the leftovers herself. Didn't ask if I wanted any saved. She wrapped things quickly, like she was cleaning up a spill. When they hugged goodbye, she patted my shoulder instead of hugging me back. Like I was someone's aunt. Or a neighbor. Someone you acknowledge but don't hold. After they left, I stood in the kitchen holding a plate I'd made special for my son. Extra seasoning. Just the way he likes it. He never touched it. I wrapped it up and put it in the fridge. I threw it away 2 days later without opening the container. Now, I hear about my grandson through photos posted online. I see his height marked on a wall that isn't mine. I see his birthday candles after they've already been blown out. Sometimes I start to text my son. Just a simple question. Just a check-in. Then I erase it. I don't want to be too much. I don't want to cause tension. I don't want her to sigh when she sees my name. Tonight, I sat at my table with my coffee gone cold. I caught myself setting out an extra cup without thinking. I stood there for a second, holding it. Then I put it back in the cabinet. I didn't say anything out loud. I just stopped halfway through the thought.